Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of What's Up Wednesdays with your host Polished Gaming. A little bit of an update this week and just let people know I haven't actually been gaming as much as I usually do in terms of gamer score, but Vigor was the first one this week. This was 1,000 gamer score. It's another puzzle one. Basically, when in terms of puzzles, it's very rare when it's not outside of doing those stupid right, up, down, left, all of those ones to basically complete the level. Pretty much all of those ones are. So this one's another puzzle one made by Weakfish Studio. I want to try and hopefully, I'm not putting it out there. I'm only putting it out there for my editor Lage Bag. He's just Lage Lad. Basically, he's doing a little bit of editing on here. In case you've noticed probably a couple of little ditties that are going about. He's really helping out a lot. Absolutely stoked to have some help with it because, to be honest, I'm quite a busy person when it comes down to it, and my patience with things, being ADHD, is very hard to kind of focus on things. But he is very keen to learn, and hey, I'm more than happy to have him on. Hopefully, maybe when this one, I'll send him some links, and maybe he can get some videos up here of just some gameplay of these games. So, yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed, but we'll see. Next one here is Breakneck City. Now, this is an East Asia soft game. This is a beat 'em up, pretty much exactly like Streets of Rage, just a absolutely abysmal port in a sense. It's just really garbage in terms of the controls. They're a little bit slow, a little bit laggy. Touch sensitivity is a bit out of it. Hitbox detection is pretty bad as well. Most of these games that are beat 'em ups from companies like this aren't too great. They're just really run in the mill, no quality control, shoved out there, thousand game score. And they get the money for it because there's people like myself that like to get the 1,000 gamer score really easy in about 10 minutes. So, so basically with that one, they just they shove it out there and let's just say $7 and put it on special for $4. Heaps of people buy $4. You still make your money, company's doing all right. Now, next one here is Reset Ale. Now, I thought it actually said Reset All when I first played it, but it's Reset Ale. Reset Ale, but almost like Reset Ale, I guess. 1,000 gamer score from Weakfish Studios. It's a platformer here. None of much to talk about when it comes down to platformers. Run and jump, pretty much all of those ones. These are very easy games to complete, very easy. There might be some little challenges along the way, but I'm quite well versed in a lot of platformer games. As well, probably one of my major genres that I enjoy, next to shoot 'em ups and stuff like this, and fighting games and racing games, stuff like that. But mainly shoot 'em ups and platformers is where it's at for me. Now, the next one here is Jack Dragon and Stone of Peace. This is 1,000 gamer score by T-Master Games. This is another platformer game. Once again, nothing to write home about. It's pretty much a very run-of-the-mill platformer. And it's very rare when these games are kind of, catch my eye or anything like that. Like there was one a couple of weeks ago where it's just a little bit of a difference, and it was just a niche game, and I thought that's pretty cool. Like I've got to respect that. It's very hard to kind of get a game these days that hasn't been just absolutely overdone so many times. Now they're making like remakes, like Silent Hill 2 remake, because they're just running out of ideas. So I get that, but it's always a breath of fresh air when you get something new and niche, and you have a little fun. Next one here is Reactor X2. Now, I have completed this. This is at 1,000 gamer score at the moment. This came out with 1,000 gamer score DLC this week. That's by a company called Turnox. This one's a very interesting puzzle game because basically all you're doing is pretty much trying to get trying to pretty much get power to the grid. So you've got like a grid like that, and some of them are broken, and some of them basically they'll be like corner piece, and you got to put that corner piece up there. Then it'll have a plus, and you got to put the plus. You got to figure out basically where it goes so that you can fill all of the pretty much the slots up with electricity, and have and use the right ones, because if you use the wrong ones, all of a sudden that one will be missing one. So you're like, I've got to grab from this side. It's just annoying basically, but it's not too bad, to be honest. Pretty easy to complete, and that one was a very easy game, 1,000 gamer score. Next one here is another 1,000 gamer score DLC. This is Lost Snowman. Now, this is just a platformer, but very interesting because normally when these platformers are played, it's also by Silent Games. Actually, I think it's just Silent Games, no T. Basically, this game is very interesting because most of the time with the platformers, they're very. If you've ever played Abe's Odyssey as a platformer, that was one of the hardest platformers because of the fact that it had zero room for error. You had to jump at the right time, and your controls are kind of a little bit laggy. This one's the opposite of everything that I played in terms of platformers because it is pretty quick. You get a high jump. Well, you get a high. I think you get a high jump if you pretty much bounce on things. But other than that, there's not much to it. You're just pretty much jumping around. But it's actually quite fluid with the platform, which is weird for these kind of companies. Next one here is Brutal Rage. Now, this is another 1,000 gamer score DLC. I think they're up to 4,000 for this now. This is made by Too Bad Games, and it's just another run-of-the-mill beat-em-up. Really just not a great beat-em-up. It's very bad, like I say, laggy controls, hitbox detection is rubbish, and you're pretty much getting sandwiched between two guys or two girls or whatever every time you jump in. You go punch, a guy comes in from behind. You can't turn around in time to punch him. And then when you do turn around to punch him, you're getting punched from the guy that was in your face originally. So it can be a bit annoying. You basically just got to, when they come out, you got to run right over to the corner and then bash them forward. It's like I say, not a very good game. Next one here is Ailment. Now, this is 1,000 gamer score. This is made by Epix Games. Now, this is a top-down shooter. If anything, I was going to say it. There was a game back in the day called Syndicate, I believe, for the Mega Drive, which was pretty much a top-down shooter. I think Alien Soldier may have actually been, or Alien Storm. I think it was Alien Soldier that actually had a top-down shooter as well, kind of like it. These games are pretty much, you're in a lab, you're trying to get out of the lab, and basically people are turning into kind of like chaotic zombies in a sense. They're just raging at you, almost like Rage, like 28 days later. They're just running after you, and you're pretty much trying to get out of there. And you've got 10 levels of this one. It does take a little bit, I think it's about 30 to an hour to complete, 45 minutes to an hour. And it's an easy 1,000 gamer score, and not much to write home about it. It wasn't actually not too bad, but I bought it in a bundle deal. It came with another game called Endurance, which Endurance takes about 4 to 6 hours, but is the same concept. So once I complete that, I'll be putting it on here as well. Now, the next one here is Soko Frog. Now, this is an East Asia soft game, 2,000 gamer score. It's actually getting really rare to find these games at a 2,000, 3,000 gamer score now, because it seems like I've almost done them all. So that's a 2,000 gamer score puzzle game. It's, once again, another up, down, left, up, all that stuff, trying to get to the destination and finish it. Pretty simple, pretty simplistic game. This one, actually, I didn't even need to do a walk or anything. They were very easy level, so very easy to do and done on that. And the last one here is To Evive. I'll say To Evive because that's how it's spelt, but it's actually Survive because the 2 is an S, I'm guessing. And with that, it's 1,000 gamer score DLC on top of it. So this is another top-down shooter, pretty much exactly like the last one, but it's almost like a tower defense game because you do have turrets and you stay in a very specific spot as they come towards you. So you're just trying to defend your base in a sense. And that was made by Too Bad Games as well. Now, that one's actually quite a fun one, to be honest. Pretty fluid controls, quite fun. You get cool weapons in it and stuff like this, grenades and not a bad game. And so for that, so we got 11,000 gamer score these last 2.5 weeks, I believe it was. And that puts me at 1,238,100. So I'm getting up there. Lush NZ, the person that was after me, has dropped off. I'm watching my mate at the moment, Thomas. He's basically trying to get away from this guy, Hungry Dominator. Where the Hungry watches this, man, maybe ease up a little bit. Because it's, it seems that for every 5,000 he's getting, this guy's getting 10. So it's going to be very hard for them, and they're trying to battle it out to get to 1 million. So they're very close. I think he's at Hungry Dominator, I think, is at 940 something, and I think he's at 928, Thomas's Camp Killer. So be interesting who's going to win that one. Okay, now with this week's game. Now, I haven't actually been gaming too much with this one. I have actually been meaning to go back onto the Rare Replay game and finishing this off because I basically had I played the N64 version on Rare Replay before. I played the N64 version before in general. As you can see, I've got 2 copies of it here. This one here is the Australian copy. So this is the Australian New Zealand, as you can see by the MA rating at the bottom. Does have this here. Whoever done that, I was like cheeky when I bought it. It was so hard to see because they put it in black, and you can see that rip there. Almost contemplating taking that sticker off because it really just looks ugly. And I'd actually rather, to be honest, the rip rather than the actual sellotape there. But this one is very minty. Now, this is a UK variant. As you can see, normally with these UK variants, they normally actually go with a black border completely around and just have the picture in the center. These are one of the few, I think they do it for Pokemon Snap as well, where they've done a full art for it. So it's pretty cool. And Rare Replay is one of my most favorite companies at the moment, to be honest. They've done some bangers, man. You got Conkers, you got, what else have you got here? You got Banjo-Kazooie, of course, Banjo-Tooie. You've got Perfect Dark. What was that other one that they done? They done them all, of course, Rare Donkey Kong 64, GoldenEye 007. Oh yeah, Blast Corps, Jet Set Gemini, Lunar Blast, Jetpack Refueled. All of these games are just amazing games. If you haven't played the Rare Replay, I highly recommend playing that. It's got some epic games on there, and they go right up to pretty much Banjo Nuts and Bolts, which is on the 360, and Perfect Dark Zero, which is on the 360 as well. So this one I went back to. I've completed it pretty much in the harder setting. You really need to kind of learn quite a lot of the speed running sensors of these, because you can avoid a lot of damage and a lot of shooting, and of course a lot of ammo loss. Like in the first level, you can pretty much get that level done in about, I think it's about 45 seconds to a minute if you just jump out a specific section, go down to the elevator, and you'll just scoop straight down to the low level and you'll finish it. That was a real easy one. I didn't even get touched in the first level on expert difficult, on the highest difficult. I think it's called expert. I can't remember. But yeah, so it was really easy to do that. And with this game, I knew I do need to get the 200. I think I need to get 150 gamer score for the Rare Replay. 150 gamer score to continue, and that's basically the game complete on the Rare Replay side of it. But of course, with that, there's still another 50 gamer score that I need to get, because this was an Xbox Live Arcade game, and they're the challenges. The challenges look crazy. I'm really not looking forward to going to the Perfect Dark Zero achievement list, because that basically, even though I only have to get 80% of the achievements, no, actually, I think 60%. So it's only like 600 gamer score that I need to get. But to complete the actual physical game on my gamer score, I'll need to get 1,000 games completed, or I think it's 1,000 kills or 1,000 games completed. It's a long, long grind. But cool game, real cool game, real cool game. It's basically, with this one, it's pretty much the same dynamics as in GoldenEye 007. The first-person shooter is just really great with these, and amazing game. I can't remember the name. I think it's Joanna. I think it is. Yeah, Joanna Dark. So that's her name, Joanna Dark, and you're pretty much trying to get away from a corporation that is conspiring against mankind. So, a single woman dares to face the threat. That woman is Joanna Dark. Yeah, so it's pretty cool game, and if you haven't played it, I highly recommend playing these games, because this game, should I say these games, because I've got two of them. But yeah, well, these games in terms of Perfect Dark Zero as well. I'm also saying about these ones as well, because they are getting a remake soon. Joanna Dark is coming back. Xbox is making a new remake of it, so I believe they're remaking the original Perfect Dark, or it may be a completely different game. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the original Perfect Dark. So I will probably most likely be getting that on day one, because I really did enjoy the game. I'm not normally a person that buys AAA games on the day, but it's a pretty cool one, Like, I'd definitely be definitely might be one up there that I might buy day one. So yeah, we'll see when it comes out, and hopefully, when it comes out, it's going to be great, because the original was spectacular. Honestly, like 10 out of 10. Actually, it doesn't even sound. I think it does. Doesn't it? Which one does it say it on? Maybe they don't. So I remember saying on it that basically this is like game of the year and all this stuff, and they gave it a huge rating. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you haven't played it, definitely play it. That's me for this week. Hopefully, we might be able to get some little ditties up here and get some. I keep saying ditty, not ditty. Ditty. Just to let you know, I'm not. But yeah. So basically, just going to get some little videos up here, hopefully, and show off a couple of the games and see what they like. Because I will still put the YouTube video clips in the description, so that you guys can just go to it and have a little check out of it if you're wanting to buy the game. All right, so I think that's me for this week. Hopefully, I'm going to get some good weekly pickups. I've only had one game coming this week, and I've only got another two more games coming in, and that's all I got. I did just buy some PSP games, so maybe I might pick up. Hopefully, by the end of the week, I've got some games, because I'm going to try and do these either on a Friday or a Saturday, just for the sheer fact that it's still going to be uploaded on a Sunday, but I just want to give my mate a bit of time just to edit it, and so it's not rushed. Like I don't really want to rush him, and I don't want him to take up too much time to do something that's just a hobby of his and a bit of a passion of mine. So yeah, hopefully it's edited and hopefully it looks good. And yeah, if you look forward, hopefully we'll see you on the weekly pickups, and look forward to seeing you then. See you later.